So this is gonna be I'm I'm gonna talk about the time that I was basically raped because by fucking I'm really fucking drunk and it's still pretty hard to do this. So yeah, I was actually when I was younger, I was actually quite a bit more into, shall we say, gangs. I was actually hanging out with a lot of gangs, and we can strictly say that that was quite a bit illegal, though nothing explicitly, no explicit illegal activities. But one day, when I was rather young, shall we say, a bit over, I wanna say between 12 and 13, I'm suffering from freaking memory loss, so I can't exactly tell. Between 12 and 13, I was actually this girl. It's she wasn't little. Let me tell you that much. She was, shall we say, quite explicit. She brought me to her well, not apartment, but to her parents' house, and her parents were away for that evening, or that weekend rather. I don't exactly remember. Anyway, I just came there because I was hanging out with the gang, and I kind of was like, okay, sure, I can come with a girl. Like that's not gonna be a big deal. Like, what's the worst that could happen? And exactly the worst happened. Okay, not exactly the worst. Like I could have murdered someone that night, but no, I did not do that. Instead, well, considering that she was 3 years older than me, at the very least, like I'm not exactly sure. I think she was 3 years older. Really, rather not remember this. Considering that she was 3 years older than me, she basically raped me. She had forceful intercourse with me during that evening. Though at first we were just hanging out and watching a movie and having all that fun sort of stuff. I think so. I think so, Dean. I it's never fun to remember this stuff, but we um we did only basically start with watching a movie, but it did end up with her basically forcing in the course on me. And now, in her defense, well, no, I did say no. I don't really want this. I'd rather not. I really did say that, so it's really inexcusable. So, why do I even want to defend her? This is so fucking dumb. The fact that I want to defend her is a really fucking hell. Why the fuck do I want to defend my raper? Like, why? Why the fuck? Anyways. So yeah, she did most certainly did rape me. Now, it wasn't 100% awful. I did have very, very little pleasure from it. So I did not think it was rape. As a young little boy, I did not think that it was rape. Which I honestly should have thought. I should have pushed charges against her. But from a young age, from everything, excluding my parents, because God bless them, they never taught me. But society had taught me that men can't be raped. Hell, I should stop the fucking recording at this point. To this fucking day, I instinctually feel that to this day, it is hard for me to accept, even despite all of this consciously for me hard to accept that I was raped. It is nearly impossible for me to accept that that happened. It is society has conditioned me to think that I could not be raped. And that's the first part of it. The fact that it is so hard for me to accept that I was raped is just fucking unimaginable. Okay. Of course I did push charge against her. Well, like fucking hell, the police would have never actually accepted the charges. I did actually talk about this with the police, and they said that it would be unlikely that they could do anything about this. It's I'm gonna go wash up. Just we'll continue the stream after I go wash up. Apologies for a second. I'm just like sorry. I'll be back in a moment.